Hello and welcome back to What's the Frame. In this episode we're going to look at a bespoke home and how we can use the environment that it sits within to enhance the image. So the image that we're going to look at today is a bespoke home for one of our clients. So it's a one-of-a-kind home and it sits within a really unique setting. Now a good point, when I first got on site as a photographer, I'm looking at the subject in the first instance, which is obviously the home. But secondary to that, I'm looking at the environment that it sits within. And that's the same as most photographers. So as soon as I got on site for this home, I knew that it sat in a really unique situation and setting, given the environment with all the trees and all the green. What I didn't want to do is overwhelm the image with the subject. I needed the image to have the property in the house sit nicely within it. And that is why it's slightly smaller than some of the other images of architectural homes that you might see where, you know, the house or the building, should I say, dominates the frame. The way that it's nestled in quite nicely, I think, works well for two reasons. First of all is the brick colour here, which is different to the greens that are obviously elsewhere within the image. And because of the tree line that falls in like this, it draws your eye into the middle of the frame. So your eye naturally goes to the subject, but as I mentioned, it doesn't get overwhelmed by it. I always like to work in threes, and I think that there's three really distinct elements of this image. Of course, you've got the foreground, which we talk about, the horizontals, and then you've got the sky, and then you've got the subject. But there's almost another dimension to the three elements in this picture, which are the colours. And there's three really, really strong colours within this. You've got blue, yellow, and green. And obviously, as a palette, they sit really well with one another, especially in a neutral setting. So that is why I think this image works really well and why I like it.